Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Jamar84 here once again, and this video is gonna be different than my other videos. Like in my other videos, I'm usually discussing some pop culture or something is referring to entertainment, but I wanted to steer away from that for a quick second and kind of just talk to you guys like I would talk to, like my friends. Because, I feel like you guys are my friends. You guys watch and support and, retweet and, share a lot of things with me. So I feel like, it'd be fair to kind of share some things with you in a personal, one-to-one type environment. Lately, because I feel like I've gathered enough of an audience, because I wanted to do this kind of a video for a while, but I just never knew if I could really get it out to anybody to where anybody would see it and give me some feedback. But it's just lately I feel like I've been in a bad headspace emotionally. And the reason why I say that, I guess, given some history on it, going back to the beginning, growing up in school and just social settings in total, I was never viewed as the most attractive, I guess, or at least, I guess, in comparison to all the other people in my class or just in my surroundings. So growing up, I was used to being kind of ignored and overlooked, I guess you could say. And pretty much even still to this day, like that whole mindset is still instilled in me, which is why, a lot of you guys, you watch the videos and you always talk about, you have such nice hair, you're so cute, your eyes are so pretty. And I don't know if you guys realize, but it's like, I really do. I know a lot of people say, they just say that, but I do appreciate all of those comments, because just believe it or not, I said I'm not used to really getting that kind of, compliment. So it's strange to me in a way. But yeah, I've been in like a bad emotional state because I had just recently got out of a relationship, and long story short, just not to put the other person's business out there, it just didn't work out, and between him and I. But it's just like ever since, I've never been able to, how should I say it? My past, granted from what I told you guys, from being, easily looked over. And another thing I wanted to mention about that, because I talked to one of my friends about it, is not necessarily growing up, but I noticed when I got into like high school and college, and like when you meet like a lot of your friends that you usually are friends with for the rest of your life, I noticed that a lot of the people that I was really, really close to were always people who were in relationships, or they were people who were considered very attractive. So they never really had like an issue getting dates or people walking up to them, or they never really had to do a lot of things by themselves for very long. They didn't really be single for too long. And unfortunately, it's that on my end, not only am I like I can't say I'm an only child. I was raised as an only child, but I have a older half brother. My dad has an older son, but I'm my mom's only child. So growing up as an only child and not really having, that kind of attention, you kind of get used to doing things by yourself. And so a lot of people look at me funny when I say, like, I would go to the movies by myself. I go to the club a lot of times, usually by myself. Of course, I live by myself. And I'm just used to doing things by myself because a lot of times just can't really find anybody that can or sometimes would want to do things, with me. And it's not like, I'm bad at, making friends and whatnot, because it's a lot of my friends, usually if they're not females, or if they're not, well, they usually are females, or they're guys that are straight, or they're guys that I'm just not interested in. But since I moved to this new part of Houston, I kind of start over. And I really only have like a couple of people here in Houston that I see sometimes, but they work so much, so they're not really always available, and they're across town, and one doesn't even have access to a vehicle, so it would be kind of hard for us to always meet up. So a lot of times I spend by myself, chilling. And it's not like I don't try to date. I'll say it like that. I go out often and, try to mix up my environment. But what I've noticed is that I feel like I'm harboring old negative energy from my previous relationship. And it's caused me to kind of be drawn in and withheld, to where I don't trust anybody to get that close to me again. I feel like I'm a lot more critical and self-conscious about a lot of things that I wasn't self-conscious about before. It just seems like I look at things differently in a more cautious perspective, I should say. And first to say I'm really, really shy. Okay, so for those of you who really know me, like, I'm really, really shy, and I would call myself sensitive, because when I go out and you see somebody that you like, it takes all the willpower in me to really walk up to somebody and talk to them, say that you're cute, whatever, can I have your number and whatnot. And it's because I don't like the rejection. I don't like it because even though it shouldn't be the case, I'll always feel like, okay, it's something wrong, with me. I'm not, attractive enough, or I'm not this, I'm not that. Because I know I'm not a big dude. I'm not the most masculine or whatever. We have all our types of stigmas and stuff, but I always think that there's something wrong with me, and I usually beat myself up about it. So it kind of deters me away from, trying to walk up to people. I would rather people, approach me. But it's frustrating because a lot of times the people that do approach me are not people I have a mutual attraction to. And it's like 9 times out of 10, I'm attracted to a person, but they wouldn't be attracted to me. And then the few people who actually come up to me and initiate something are people who I'm never really attracted to. And I kind of feel bad kind of turning them away, because it's like, well, when's the next time, somebody is gonna, try to talk to you? So it's an internal struggle that, a lot of time I deal with. And a specific example that actually just happened today, or this, and well, started from this last weekend going into today, is there was this guy at the club where, you know, he had just said something to me. We were standing by the stage, and he was like, you know, are you having a good time? You know, are you this? You know, you having a good time? This, that, and the fourth. And I was like, yeah. And we were just talking about, you know, the show that was going on. And I looked, and I was like, oh, he's really cute, you know. And, you know, he walked away with his friends and whatnot. And mind you, skipping ahead forward a little bit, it took me like literally an hour, okay, to really like battle within myself to be like, you know, he's really, really cute. You know, a lot of people tell me that you should, you know, try to initiate and, you know, go for it. And it took me an hour, and I finally did. I said, the soldier takes like all the willpower in me, y'all, to do this. So, I did. You know, I asked him his name, and I asked him to, you know, text me his number, and so he did. And so then, you know, I felt good about myself, right? You know, I felt good. You know, I texted him later that night, you know, asked him what he was doing. You know, he said he was going to go home, you know, chill out, go sleep, get ready for the next day, this, that, and the fourth. Fast forward to today, you know, I asked him, or I tried to call him first of all. He didn't answer. And then he texted me, and he was like, hey, what's up? You know, is there something that you needed? And I was like, no, you know, I just wanted to see, you know, what was up, you know, see what you were doing tonight, you know, that kind of thing. And he did. His response, even though it wasn't the desired response, it's the kind of response that I wish a lot of dudes would do. And he said, you know, oh, I was just trying to see if you needed something, and not to be rude, but I'm not interested. And this is situations pretty much just like that, which is why I usually don't like approaching people, because I get attached. Even though I may not always seem attached, I get attached. You know, I always felt like I was meant for relationships to where I focus on one person. So if I can get the attention of this one person, you know, I'll be good. And so then, since he was my one person and he was like, you know, I'm not interested, my feelings were hurt. They shouldn't have been, but like I said, I'm sensitive. And so I'll be thinking, well, I wonder to myself, like, why not? You know? But, I don't know how I'm gonna work on that and see, just kind of develop some kind of sense of self, and kind of not let stuff like that, you know, bother me as much as it does, because I just kind of see it like whenever I'm supposed to be in a relationship, I will be, because it's weird. It's not like I don't think that I myself am attractive. It's like I've always felt like maybe it's just the outside world just doesn't think so, and it's just me. You know, is that weird? Has anybody else ever had that conversation with themselves? It's like it's not like I'm self-conscious about the way I look. I just, you know, based on past experiences and the people who, you know, every time I try to go out for somebody, it usually, no, they're just not interested for whatever reason or another. And so after, you know, when there's more people not interested than there are, you think it's something wrong with you. So I don't know. It's just something I'm working on, I guess. You know, I wanted to just kind of, because it's been bothering me lately. And it's just like, when it comes to meeting new people, excuse me, I automatically kind of write them off like, oh, well, you know, I don't really expect much from this person, because eventually they'll just, you know, stop talking to me, or they'll just find some reason to just kind of not, you know, talk to me, and so whatever. And that's happened a lot lately. I'm not sure why. It's like we would talk, and then all of a sudden they would just disappear, and then just stop responding to messages and such. So I don't know. It's just like I don't want to have an unnecessary barrier. I don't want to have an unnecessary barrier up to where I just don't let anybody in, because then you can block the right person from getting in, and I don't want to do that. But then again, I don't want to constantly put myself through the same thing over and over again, where I trust somebody, I let them in, and they kind of either abandon me, they take advantage of me, because I'm a nice guy. I don't know if y'all can tell, like, through my videos, I'm a really nice guy. I'm not really confrontational. I like to, please people, but, that's just not, our society just isn't as filled with people like me anymore. A lot of the people who are in my community, my age group, I guess, are more into just the fling of things, just kind of going with the flow, nothing too permanent, nothing really of meaning. And I'm never really sure why that is, but and then also it's like a lot of the people I meet aren't trying to better themselves, and it's like that's also a turnoff too. Is you were not necessarily trying to be in school, you don't really show much ambition, you don't really have like a goal, and and also like smoking is a really big turnoff for me, whether it's weed or especially cigarettes. It's just like, it's kind of like that's all I see in my environment, and it's kind of depressing. It's like, I know I exist in the world, I know I'm here, so it's like, where are the other people that are like myself, and I don't know. I don't even know if anything that I'm saying makes any sense, but it's just the thoughts that go through my mind. I hope, that this is something that makes sense. I hope somebody else, is able to connect with me right here. And I really just wanted to kind of make this video to kind of just talk. Nobody really has to watch, but if you do, if you made it to the end, just leave your comments on if you've ever been in this kind of position to where you've been kind of hurt by a previous relationship and you don't really know how to, move on and try to, be happy with being single and such, and just, I guess, trying to build more confidence to talk to other people, because without being so afraid of being rejected. Before I let you guys go, I don't want to make the video too long, but I really just wanted to extend a great and awesome thank you to those of you who watched this long, who really stayed and are able to connect with me. I really appreciate it. Those of you who watch, who comment, like, share, tweet, all that good stuff, because it takes a lot. It took a lot for me to try to, start up my YouTube channel. You had those thoughts of, are people gonna watch me? Are people gonna find me entertaining? What will make me different? And as I've uploaded my videos, more and more people have found me. More and more people have shown me how much they appreciate my videos, how much, somebody commented how much my videos have helped them, and just things like that really make what we do, not necessarily just as me, but as YouTubers, appreciate so much. And just me starting out, when people comment and say how much I love your channel, this, that, and the fourth, it really warms my heart to hear those and see those comments like that. So I really want you guys to feel appreciated, and I want you guys to know how much I love you guys as much as you love me. And I thank you guys so much for watching and letting me come and kind of be vulnerable with you guys. And yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and just want to let you know I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.